Hello, welcome to the first episode of the Lair and Eustace show. We're really happy to have you. I'm Lair.
I'm Eustace.
I'm some person you've never met.
Yep, this is our buddy, and he'll be joining us for an excellent game of Dungeon Defenders 2.
So, if you don't know already, this is the pre-alpha build of Dungeon Defenders 2. It is the sequel to Dungeon Defenders 1, and that's about all there is to that. It's a tower defense RPG multiplayer game, and yeah.
Hey Eustace, is it really the sequel to Dungeon Defenders 1? I could have sworn that this was the sequel to Dark Souls.
Oh my god. Alright, how do we start a mission?
We have to go over to the War Recruiter up here, and he'll give us our mission.
Alright, so before we start that, this game is so pre-alpha that the innkeeper is a report a bug NPC.
Oh yeah, and we have some other stuff we should show them too. If you come back here, Eustace? Yeah? Come along now. This is the secret meeting spot.
Oh, I went to the old guy.
Okay, this is the secret meeting spot. And the secret meeting spot is for all kinds of secret meetings and literally serves no purpose right now. We assume that there was a developer who just saw this little shadowy, unappealing corner of this tavern and decided that it was for secret meetings because let's be honest here, who else would sit here? Just look at this!
I would.
And for that matter, if you look closely, we can see that there is like half-finished food there.
A half a loaf of bread. If we analyze even deeper, we can see fingerprints on the chalices. I think it's time to move on. Wait, there are people at the bar?
Dungeon Defenders. Yes, you are standing right beside them, Eustace.
Based off of the keychain and the half loaf of bread, I can tell that they've been sitting here for a while. And based off of this old man, he's checking out the girls, but they're not interested.
Oh my god, I just noticed something about him. It's Popeye! It's Popeye the Sailor Man!
That's why he's wearing green. He spilled the spinach all over him.
Yeah, but like, look at this. Look at the little pipe in his mouth and his beard, and just his face.
And his
It's
bald
Popeye.
head. It's Popeye checking out olive oil over there, and she's not interested. This is the alternate. This is the alternate reality to Popeye.
And look at the way he like looks over at the bar, and then he's like, no.
Yeah, and then he turns around and shakes his head.
Still a better love story than Twilight. Anyway, let's get a game going.
All right, so to the War Recruiter.
Yep, Eustace, why don't we let you drag up the menu so the fine folks at home can get to see the game. It's pretty self-explanatory, and anything you do will pretty much drag us along with you.
All right, so we're going to check off level 1 to 3.
So as you can see, queuing up for a game changes the time of day.
Does it really?
You see the lighting, Eustace.
Oh wait, this is the
Apparently
same
they-
place?
Yeah,
Oh.
look, we could even... Look,
Go back
let's
to Popeye.
Yeah, the stubborn old man is over here. And this is Popeye during sunset, or sunrise. I'm not really sure, but it's orange.
Alright, well, you know what? How do we start this?
Okay, we go back up to where the War Recruiter was,
Oh my God.
and there's
Oh, the war
the
table.
general guy.
Press E to activate. Select a map. The Gates of Dragonfall. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
A cart transporting an Eternia crystal is collapsed outside the Gates of Dragonfall. Now those gates are closed, and the Old One's armies seek to destroy the crystal.
Dun 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 dun!
Alright, wait. I can't hit play. I selected a difficulty. I
You can't play.
It's grayed out.
So it says you're the party leader. I love the art on these loading screens, by the way.
I love the
it's,
art
like,
in
so
this
easygoing.
game. I like this whole cartoony, aspect.
It reminds me of Wind Waker.
All right, so this looks a little overwhelming. However, this is our crystal right here, and based off of the scenario we're in, it's being transported and it's, I guess, stopped. So we see these purple lines here. That's where the enemies are going to come from, and we're in build phase right now. So this is right before combat, and we can go over to we can ready up, and that'll start combat. But pretty much, we can go up to these chests and get mana. And each class has different traps or buildings or whatever they can place. And pretty much this is a tower defense in which we protect this Eternia crystal. And I guess this is our first map, and I'm assuming it's a tutorial. So on the right-hand side, it's probably going to explain all this, but there's our map. And we're going to have to defend against those purple eye, things. So I'm going to set up my cannons like that. And yeah.
Yeah,
that's that.
and I just want to make a bit of a note here, is that, like, I've had the opportunity to play this game some last night, actually, and just some things I kind of want to mention is that, like, we can place our towers. It's part of the premise. Like, I'm completely new to this dungeon defense business, but it's really fun, and the fact that there's 3 lanes is giving me horrible flashbacks to the last time I played a MOBA. So hopefully I won't suffer from PTSD as we play. But that's a possibility that you should be aware of. No disrespect to anyone who suffers from PTSD. It's a horrible, horrible ailment.
All right. Well, how the hell do we get to talk about PTSD? Anyway.
Why not?
All right. So, I know in Dungeon Defenders 1, in order to ready up, you have to go to the Eternia Crystal or hit G. So, how do we ready up or go into the combat phase?
Well, Eustace, if you look at the top of your screen, right there by your health bar, you'll see that there's a press G to ready button.
I just readied up. So spend your mana wisely, and let's fight.
Doesn't matter if he readies up now.
Well, there is a timer. Alright, here come the goblins.
And they're only coming from your side.
I am shooting goblins, and it feels glorious. Okay, let him come out the other side here. Oh, or you can kill him, Eustace. Okay.
Alright,
see how
my
it is.
side's coming. Sweet. Yeah.
Ah, bombs!
Wow. Oh, shoot mid. Well, at least we got a tower there. And look at that, we got items. Oh, better take this side.
Yeah, what I want to note here is that the loot is instant, which means that we can all pick up all this stuff, and it'll still be there for the other people.
Oh, is that really? So they changed that?
Yep.
It's back
And all the mana crystals too, which I know was an issue in the previous game.
Yeah. All right. That's actually really cool because, yeah, last game it just became fight for, fight for mana and fight for items. So that's pretty cool. I'm ready. Just ready up whenever, you guys are ready.
Problem is, when the majority are ready, it starts to count down and we'll start anyways.
But yeah, the countdown's a minute though, so.
Alright. Oh, that's where they're coming from.
Alright, so this is different. I remember, like, in the first Dungeon Defenders, you had this sort of, like, lock-on attack. So, it would be like, you would hold down left mouse button and it would pretty much do everything for you. But I like how you can, like, move around now, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it is really sort of fun, the combat in here. The main issue that I've run into is just being mobile around some of the more complicated tower arrangements. But I'm noticing that that's actually a lot easier when we have the ranged characters.
Right. And it looks like we're also not really that close to our tower limit, so the rest of this is just gonna be a cakewalk.
Yeah, I'm noticing that the tower limit doesn't change based off of the number of people in the game.
Oh, really?
800. Well, the last time I was on this map just with Slayer, we had the same tower limit. So, I'm guessing it's based off the map size, maybe. I know that it was a bit different in the tavern too. We had like 350, I think, as our tower limit. So that's interesting. Okay, so now we can get our mana from that last thing and carry on with our building.
Not really much of a point to keep placing stuff. We should probably just max out the tower limit and then call it.
And then just go through the waves as best we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, notably, I do just want to point out for the viewers who might be thinking about picking up this game, it's not giving us the tutorial that we had gotten when we were completely new, like the previous night for this map. This is Eustace's first time playing, and it's not like giving him the tutorial. I'm guessing it's because the party leader is not new.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna suggest. I'm pretty sure that's why. Is that a water trap?
Why, yes, it is. That is my patented, and by that I mean not really, geyser trap.
Patented.
You're just jealous because you don't have patented water things.
You know, I can't say I do.
Yeah, I can get people wet.
Moving on.
No, you can't make me.
Mana. So, I'm assuming that they took away the banking mana feature.
They did.
Alright, good. Because that was always an issue.
What is that? I haven't played the first game.
Alright, so banking mana, pretty much what that was is the mana that you collect, you know, to put towards towers and stuff like that. In the first game, what you could do is, during build phase, the item box came up, and what you could do there is, you know, change heroes, change items, access, like, your inventory, bank, whatever. And, so that was that. And then it also had this bank mana feature. And so this bank mana feature was the mana that you had in your, like, on your bar or whatever. Mana that you had, you could put it in your bank and turn it into mana that could be used to purchase items and stuff like that. So it would just be a competition between, like, getting mana between, like, your friends and then, yeah, it just sort of created a really selfish, like, system most of the times where people were trying to take mana and put it in their own personal banks to buy gear.
Side note, it does look like the mana that drops from enemies, though, is anyone can pick up.
Yeah, let's do this. You know, this is a really fun game. On harder maps and harder difficulties, you know, it's a bit more interesting than this. As you can see, we're just sort of, like, puddling around. Our defenses are doing most of the work. And, yeah, but, you know, I can just say that it gets more interesting at higher levels of stuff. We are face rolling this. I'm, like, trying to avoid getting the W key in my eye.
Oh my god.
So, I will point out that, no, you know what? I don't even know anymore.
Oh, look at this. We got
Doesn't
a
even
new
matter.
enemy here.
Oh yeah, that enemy has, as I recall, magic resistance. There was a tutorial that told us the first time we played this map.
What is up with this dude? He's not dying.
Oh my god, is this a glitch?
Wait. He's at 14 health. The invincible midget.
Free alpha.
Oh, no, he's dead. It was just the position
Good,
he was in.
because otherwise it probably wouldn't have let us like acknowledge that the waves are done.
Yeah.
They keep getting clipped on this mushroom. They're literally tripping out on this mushroom.
All right. So, and also another thing to point out that I was told by these two is that bosses aren't in the game yet because, well, you know, pre-alpha. So, it's really just clearing waves and leveling up and getting items. So, definitely fun nonetheless, but
I do sort of feel like saying that it's sort of an interesting thing, isn't it? A pre-alpha build of a game being this like well developed. I mean, I guess it's just that like the sort of priority of features changes when you can do a Steam game, early access, have all of these people in it at such an early stage. They must be like building things in a different order.
right. And also remember, if you have the mana, you can hit Q and upgrade your buildings.
In fact, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. You can repair and upgrade other people's buildings too.
Yep. I guess I'll just stick in my lane. You guys can go to your, I don't know, go to your lanes.
Respective lanes. That right lane is just so ridiculous.
And I have nobody on my lane, so I'm not respecting the policy we have. And never mind.
You're not respecting the policy that you just came up with.
Exactly.
Good job, Eustace.
Now, another thing that I actually really like is this whole, like, player ability thing. So, like in the last Dungeon Defenders, player abilities were used and they were useful. The only thing was I felt like they just didn't have as much of an impact as like towers did. Except for the Barbarian who couldn't place towers, but I don't know, I feel like I don't know. Especially also because these abilities are more accessible now, that they have them hotkeyed at like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I don't know. It just makes them easy to use. Definitely made the abilities better.
Yeah, like these abilities are really fun to use. Like you just like kind of click one and everything dies.
Yeah. Oh, man.
At least at this level of play.
Now also another thing that we didn't mention is that on the hotbar there is a heal ability, number 4, and all that does is you can just go, go out of combat and heal up by using mana. Use mana for everything, so.
Yeah, in fact, I imagine it sort of harder difficulties, a big part of it, and why it's so... Oh, look at that, we won.
All right.
But yeah, and I think a big part of the reason that we, that like that's there and that mechanic is there is that like our time in terms of actually like taking pressure off the towers at harder difficulties is so important that having a mechanic where it just takes you out of combat for a few seconds actually adds challenge.
All right. So now, what is this thing over here? Is this like we each get a chest? Or... Whoa.
Yep, this is a loot chest, and I have a purple one, which you can't see.
Oh, we can't see each other's loot chests. That's cool.
Nope, it's all instance loot. You'll also notice that we've leveled up, and basically that's sort of how we get new towers and abilities and all sorts of neat things. I do have to say that I kind of do rather prefer the monk's playstyle to this huntress that I'm playing. Not because she's bad, but the monk just felt a bit more right for me.
Alright, so do we have to do anything here, or are we just waiting to end the map?
We're waiting to end the map.
Alright, sounds good. And then once we get back to the tavern, we'll sell some stuff, and then we'll get right into the next level.
Oh, we won't stop for a drink. I mean, it's a tavern. We have to be able to drink.
So what's this on the side where you have the up arrow, down arrow, star?
No idea.
Alright.
But
I can only start one person.
But I never miss the opportunity to upvote someone, so...
I'll upvote you guys. And star you... Oh, shoot.
You can only star one.
Oh, well, apparently I just starred you, Slayer.
I starred you.
And I heard like.
Wait a second, I didn't get starred.
All right, we have the 3 to 5 level range. So let's stay in the inn, and we'll do some regrouping and catch up in a bit.
Eustace and Slayer, you guys are jerks.